So guys, today we're playing Plants vs. Zombies. Well, at least as close as we can get to PvZ in Bloons TD6. So you see on top of the PvZ roof map, we have these 10 PvZ towers. And they're all 000, if I just show you over here. Here's the pea shooter, and you see the description for each one. Shoots low pierce, but high damage piece at balloons. And you see the same for all the other 10 PvZ towers. I want to give a huge shout out for Zoo Quarks for making this one, because it looks pretty exciting. So let's check it out, shall we? I should mention that I am not too experienced at PvZ. I've played it even less than I played Kingdom Rush, and if you saw the time I played with the Kingdom Rush Towers mod, I did mention that I didn't really know too much about it. I did play it before, of course, but it was such a long time ago, and I don't think I finished the Kingdom Rush campaign. But with PvZ, I think I know even less. Other than that, well, there's this map, and that there's a pea shooter, and that in PvZ, the zombies travel from, well, they travel in lines, and it doesn't work like that in this one. At least in this BTD6 version of PvZ towers, this pea shooter you can, you know, target anywhere, not just a straight line. It's basically right now like a Gatling gun, but worse, because as you see, it shoots so damn slow. And it doesn't look like well, I don't think I really want to get more of these guys since they're just so weak. 1 damage, 1 pierce. Am I allowed to drop a free dart monkey? I think I can. Maybe at the back, just in case balloons get far. This is my get out of jail free card. So yeah, as I said, since I've never really played PvZ at all, I don't know what these towers do, aside from the base, the main towers like the pea shooter. Let's take a look at what this guy does. Torchwood. $500, allows towers in range to temporarily pop camos. Okay, so kind of like, well, kind of like a village, but even cheaper. That's a good upgrade, I'd say. Definitely worth it to get later on in the game. But yeah, I assume there's a lot of overlap between Bloons TD6 players and just tower defense players in general. So a lot of you probably have played PvZ before, and you probably tell how accurate these towers are to, well, the PvZ version. So let me know, guys. I will showcase all the towers here, at least I'll try to. Let me know if they're accurate or not. Also, it looks like the pea shooter, the reason why it only has 1 pierce and shoots so slowly is because it does 2 layers at a time. I should have been reading the description. If I read it properly, then I would have known that. But either way, I still don't want to go for another one. I think I want to say for a no, not sunflower. I think I read it, and yeah. It's just a farm upgrade. Gives you 100 buckaroos at the end of a round. How about a cactus? That's the next cheapest thing. 900 buckaroos. This one shoots a piercing bullet at the balloons that can pop camos. Alright. Doesn't seem that strong based on the description. But I think I'll just get it anyways, just for science. And to show to you guys. So here we go, cactus. I don't know if this thing is infinite range or what, but let me just drop it down here. And it looks like it is infinite range. That's cool. It also seems to have a lot of pierce, so that's actually really good in combo with the pea shooter. I think I'll just have the Dharma clean up, and I'll leave these guys shooting down straight lines. Because as you see, straight line is the best line. In fact, we can even target it like a Dartling gun so we can lock them in place, I believe. Actually, I'm just kidding. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, right? Well, I have to manually click the button, it looks like. I can't just tab. So let's manually do it then. And there we go. Now we can just do hands off and look forward to the next thing we want to get. So how about the repeater? What's this fancy looking pea shooter do? $1,500. Shoot peas at balloons at double the speed at the normal pea shooter and deals more damage. Alright. I would assume it's just a better version of it, like spam-wise. I'm actually going to go for a sunflower first. Let's plant it over here. If I wanted to play this really realistic, I put each plant in each grid, because I think that's how PvZ works. I'm 99% sure of that. But since we're actually playing Bloons TD6, I don't think it really matters, so I'm just going to jam them, well, wherever space is available. And yeah, balance-wise so far, I think Sunflower is pretty good, isn't it? Takes 10 rounds to pay off, and I'm pretty sure farms, even marketplaces, which are really efficient, take like, what, 13 rounds to pay off? So yeah, pea shooter or sunflower, it is then. I'm just gonna plant them like in the middle of grids just because it looks prettier. No other reason. Alright guys, looks like we're leaking live, so it's time to do some little bit of micro. I am 1 round away from affording my next good upgrade, and that's this guy. So let's get a repeater, and again, you want it down a straight line, so I think here is going to be perfect, and let's go. Let's take a look how much pierce it has, shall we now? It's kind of hard to see with it shooting. The other 2 towers shooting at the same time, but I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, let's try to shoot down straight line here. I think it still has 1 pierce, does it not? Yeah, it's just double the speed and deals more damage. So it looks like, yeah, no pierce upgrade. But let's see, can we one-shot a pink? Can we even snipe it? Yes, we can, okay. I saw there. It does exactly 4 layers of damage, if I'm, again, looking at it correctly. So yeah, precisely double the damage and double the speed. So I think it is more efficient, yeah, to spam these than the $600 one. But that being said, I want to take a look at the next thing that's on our list. It's called the Kernel Bolt. I assume it's gonna be similar to Spike Bolt. Let's read. Flings high damage corn at the balloons, which slows it down. Oh, okay, utility. That's good. I needed a utility tower. Now, if it's infinite range, then that's awesome. And is it doing anything, or am I blind? Oh, is it like it's like a sniper, isn't it? I'm seeing what do you call it? The animation of a sniper firing. So that's not so much of a pulse, more than it is, I don't know, a kernel shot. Let's put on strong. I can hardly even see the balloon being slowed down. Even looking at, like, once it shoots purple. But either way, what else do we want to get? Well, what's next on the list? Well, we have this thing. 3-peater. Looks like it's just a triple pea shooter. Yeah, shoots 3 high damage peas. It might just be the similar to this guy. It's like 3 repeaters, because if you look at the art, I think it's pretty much a repeater, isn't it not? Well, I guess we'll find out very soon. I'm also thinking I might need more cacti. You know what? Screw it. These are actually pretty good against groups, so I'm gonna get another one before we die here. Oh, and also here's what's going on. The Colonel glues balloons. How come I didn't see this before when I was shooting purples? Maybe I was one-shotting them and I was blind. But either way, crap. I think guys gotta cheat, because I'm not even close to 40 any upgrades, and since I am a blind mouse and don't know the other PvZ towers, I don't know if even getting them is gonna be able to pop lead, so gonna have to cheat a little bit there. Alright, round 35, I think it is time. Let's get the triple 3-peater. Actually, yeah, it says in the title. Literally says in the tower that it's a triple repeater, so yeah. Hopefully we can use it to fend off these rounds. I think, again, the biggest problem is pierce, because if this thing still has 1 pierce each, then rounds like 63 are gonna be a problem. I guess that's why we probably have to, I don't know, save it for one of these better upgrades, these bigger, more bombastic upgrades. So let's see what's next. 6k with a chomper. What's a chomper do? It deals a slow firing but high damage melee attack. Alright. Not exactly what I want to see, because, I don't know, I feel like I need faster shooting stuff. But also on this map, melee towers, I don't know. PvZ, roof, yeah, the fact that it's just a giant square, or rectangle, I mean, to travel through isn't really kind to stuff that has low range. In fact, it's actually, this map is working in our favor, because all these towers have essentially infinite range at the moment. Also, don't have camo. Let's buy a torch real quick. Counts as my village, and I hope we should be fine. I think the big problem comes with the fact that these are all 0/0 towers, so I don't know, just inherently, even if they were balanced decently, it would just be hard to make 0/0 towers balanced in early and mid and late game. Well, I think I'll just die here because this pea shooter is crap. Do you mind if I cheat here? Let me outbuff it, because what's better? What's the best thing you can do when a tower only has 1 pierce? Well, you just give an outbuff. Also, why is this torch not working? I'm dead. Oh, sorry. I'm stupid. The torch is basically like a camo village. So I should have put it under the 3-peater here, and then now you can see camo. I don't know why I thought for a second it was like Intel sub. Just a little brain fart there. Sorry guys, it happens. Actually, hold on a minute. I didn't look at this properly. Do you see why these things are bubbling? That's because the torch isn't permanent camo. I thought it was like a camo village, but obviously that is not the case, because I think, yeah, it gives like an AMD buff, and if a tower has AMD on it, then that means it can shoot camo, but otherwise it cannot. That's actually a pretty interesting of a concept. Temporary camo protection. Cheap. Come on, Chomper, do something, please. I think it might just be that it's very high single target, and that's why there's only 8 pops on a tower that costs $6,000. So I think perhaps that the front, it should be put at the front of the map instead. Like, watch this pop here. I'm not sure if I should pop it or not, or if I should let Chomper do the trick, but either way, I'm just going to target everything on it. It looks like we'll beat it, without the help of a chomper. But yeah, this thing only has 15 pops. That's very, very pathetic. So yeah, round 44 and the chomper still only has 35 damage. And Bloons did get to that point, by the way, during those rounds. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put it up here. And we'll put it on strong and see if it can finally do something. Or if it's just a waste of damage against Bloons right now. It didn't even shoot, like, more than once. That's the crazy part. So I better have some super high damage to compensate then, yeah. I think I went just a one-shot a Rainbow. Went from 1 to 48. I feel like something tells me I should just spam Alchemist buff the 3-peaters, because that seems to be, I don't know, fairly solid option. Also, even with 3 Torchwoods, I'm dead to camos. This is definitely not reliable enough, huh? I think it'd probably help if I sold the other weak towers, but you know what? Instead, I'm just gonna go for a Camo Village. That's just the easy way out. And let's go on from here. Anyways, now that outbuffs have pretty much solved our problems, we're gonna save up for the next upgrade, which is, yeah, we're missing 2 more upgrades. The 16k one's the next one. It's called the Gatling P, and let's take a look. Description: shoots P's at an insane rate. Well, better be hypersonic speed, because, yeah. So far, these towers aren't looking too hot, especially for the mid game here. I'm gonna need something that packs a big punch and doesn't fall behind. That being said, I'm still not sure about how this Chronal Pult works, because I've not seen the glue on anything but leads. Either way, here's the Gatling P, guys, and take a look at that. That's a hypersonic, yeah, basically hypersonic Dartling gun, but just reskinned. Watch that mob come in. Oh yeah, just one-shots it, nice. I guess that makes up for the fact that it shoots so slowly and does no damage to anything else. But yeah, you guys know what's great with a super fast firing tower? Well, outbuffs and a perm brew, but I don't think I can afford it right now. I'm just gonna give it its own tier 4 outbuff though. We'll get it right beside him, and this should allow us to hang on for quite a while. We're not playing PvZ anymore. Actually, we weren't really playing PvZ in the first place. We're playing Plants versus Bloons. But now it's Plants and Monkeys versus Bloons. The crossover nobody knew we needed until we're seeing it in action right now. Now for round 63 here, I'm really close to getting this 40k tower, this Cob Cannon. But let me first see how we're doing against 63 here, come on. You're gonna have to put that micro to the test, or the targeting that is. Come on, good. If we can afford 2.5k in the middle of this round, that would be pretty awesome. But I don't think the Bloons make us enough money, so I might sell a tower, honestly. We can sell the Torchwoods because we have cam protection, so sell, and pop some Bloons here for money. Come on, 40k, there we go. Let's first see what it says. What does it do? And is this accurate to the Cob Cannon in the main game? So every 15 seconds, the Cob Cannon shoots a deadly corn missile capable of obliterating the most powerful Bloons. Okay. I don't know if this thing will actually save us here because it says only 15 seconds, so if I drop it now, will it shoot immediately? It did, but it shot first, and that didn't shoot the right play. It got 2 pops. Oh my god. Unlucky. Well, I think we should know now that we should put on strong, and there we go. Holy crap. Did you see that damage spike? From 2 to 4k, so essentially just one-shot the entire clump of ceramics. And let's see it do it again. Let's see, come on. I'm gonna aim it away. Just to hope this guy shoots it. Yay or nay? It did, yes. And there you go. Slow, but super powerful shots. Now all we need is just, I think, more of these guys to, you know, help us survive 15 seconds until the next shot. Because this thing is probably just I don't know, feels like an instant win. As long as you can slow down Bloons enough, have it do enough shots. Let's see it against these mobs here. Yeah. Even wipes out a Moab. Pretty sick, huh? And that's all we have for the PvZ upgrades. Now, because our highest upgrade's only 40k, I don't think I'm gonna go to 120 in this one. I think 100 rounds is probably reasonable to expect. I think I want to get, yeah, let me get another one, another Gatling shooter, because right now ceramics are kind of sketchy. So before I go for more P shooters or just towers in general, I'm gonna get a P brew first, because that I think will help buff the Gatling Ps a lot. Now, luck that big explosion came and clutched in it. I think we would have died there. Either way, yeah, I think I might just spam these guys now, and I'll try to get another one of these Cob Cannons. One is never enough. Like, just look at this SRAM wave here. Look at those hypersonic Gatling Ps all outbuffed, doing so much damage. And yeah, we don't even need the explosion of the Cob Cannon to wipe that out. So that's why I'm going to add another one. Probably add another one to make it 4 before going for another Cop Cannon. I think that's how I'm gonna play out the late game. Yeah, guys, seriously, look at how unsolvable we are with just 4 perma-brewed Gatling Pias. ZMGs aren't even getting past the first bend. And this is barely including the damage the Cop Cannon's doing. And in fact, it actually did quite a lot. Maybe I should give it more credit than it actually is, but I think the biggest problem is that if we put it in strong, it might pop too many balloons at the same time, if you know what I mean. So that's why I'm gonna put one on first instead, just so it can... Perhaps we can get lucky and have it snipe balloons if we are struggling. But yeah, even DTs I think are no problem. Just watch here. I also see a stun. I think it's coming from the Cop Cannon. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I didn't see a stun until that point. Might be similar to, like, you know, Brickle, where it'll explode the tower or the balloon it's shooting at, and everything around it will get an AoE stun. Like, just watch here in the corner. Those EMGs will get stunned, like, every 15 seconds for it. Yeah, you see? Right there. That's stun. Also, I can afford a third one, so let's get it now. I messed up and put it outside of range of the perma-brew, but it should be fine. Alright, I'm gonna need some help here, actually. We're struggling, because there's giant clumps of Moabs. And I don't think going multiple Cop Cannons was a better choice than Gatling Pias. Again, once you add support to the mix, the balance of the towers ends up being skewed heavily in the low damage, fast shooting tower's favor. Alright, I think we have it this time, though. We add another Gatling P to the mix, and we should be fine, aside from the straight ceramic, which I am going to have to catch. Actually, I'll let the first one leak. But the other ones, yeah, I'll target it now. Looks like we held on long enough, though, to get all DTs, so nice. Making a whopping also, like, what, 3k per round from all the sunflowers? Yeah, don't discount the credit of all the work these sunflowers did, because their efficiency really helped us afford all this stuff by round 96. And imagine if we didn't have it, we'd be struggling even more. Since even with support, these balloons are still getting pretty rough, but it's also because of the difficulty of the map. Okay, and this last round here is going to be rough. Let me add one more. How much do we have now? Is it 6 or 7? I lost count at this point, but either way. Again, ideally, we can just leave it shooting down like a straight line, and then we'll be alright. But once we start, you know, falling behind, that's when it's going to be hard to target things correctly, like, you know, here, for example. Yeah, someone tells me this part's going to be very, very rough. Just a few more fortified BFPs to go. And I think we have it. Nice. Alright, not so bad. How about 99 here? I think there's a problem. Some of the cannons actually aren't in range of the Camo Village, which might be partially why we're struggling to, like, 95, for example. I wonder what round 100s, or if we need the Gatlings to round 100. I'm kind of curious. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Let's watch that again. How much damage did the Cop Cannon do? I think it, like, that was 2 shots or 3 shots. But yeah, holy crap, that's a lot. I already thought they were fairly decent against non-bans, but I guess it's even better now that we got to round 100, and yeah. All I gotta say is, fun mod. I think I'd have even more fun if I, you know, played PvZ. Then I have that nostalgic way of being like, oh my god, it's this tower. Like, oh my god, it does exactly what it does in PvZ. But nonetheless, again, still had fun. So again, shouts out to Zukoix for creating it, and if you guys enjoyed it, then, well, make sure to like and stay tuned for more modded videos, more modded content. See you guys next time.